Hello, welcome to another Viewpoints. It's me, it's Alex. I'm joined by everyone, Mike, Quinn, Jared.
Hello.
Hello.
I will.
We're it's Demon Souls.
Demon
Enough,
Souls.
enough shenanigans. It's
I
time
will.
to
I
die.
will say, just for reference, I think it should be okay. But just we did this original recording as a live stream on Twitch. And this is just cut out from that stream. And also we're trying something with the PS5 where we are. I'm quite literally Alex is streaming the game to my PS5, and then I am capturing that here on the stream. So
Which is complete nonsense.
which is it is complete nonsense, and like it, if it ends up looking a little wonky, so far it looks really crisp on my end. It is like I can tell that it is a stream because it's like a little artifacty. So I'm hoping like
Yes.
that doesn't like double up too much on the final thing. But overall, I think it's just be aware that that's what this is. And it's not like very like 100% indicative of what you might see like playing it yourself on a big screen TV on PS5.
Yeah, Demon Souls looks great, I promise. I'm looking at it beautiful in
Yeah.
front of me. It's great.
Yeah, because even on my end, like I think it looks really nice. Even like streaming at whatever it's streaming at. I'm not even 100% sure.
So definitely some of the art, like just kind of removed in stills leading up to the launch of this game, has definitely kind of called the art direction of the game in question because you kind of lose some of the character of the original art.
Right.
And some of it I think was part of like some of it was intrinsically tied to the fidelity of that game. Like it can only do so much, and this is how it looks because it's a PS3 game.
Right.
But I will say that the hub space here looks pretty good with all the lighting and the colors is very much a welcome improvement.
Yeah.
I think this hub is pretty. I don't like the HUD.
It's very much like the original Demon Souls HUD, which was also like fine. I don't think outside of Sekiro, I don't think I've loved a Souls HUD like ever. So
yeah, this HUD seems to like try to look modern a little bit. Like I think Souls games got away with like terrible looking HUDs and fonts because no one cared.
I like the one in Bloodborne, even though I haven't beaten
Well, the Bloodborne's different. That entire game is like
yeah, Bloodborne is a lot more stylish.
kind of like a different style, and that was like the entire point. Where all three Dark Souls games, even though their HUDs are different, and there's a different fidelity in the text and like the edges of the windows and stuff, they all look like bad. Like the type font is all weirdly spaced. It takes up like an awkward amount of the screen. Like no one gave a fuck, and it's almost like not giving a fuck about it was part of the style, so we kind of let it go. But I'm glad someone looked at it and was like, all right, we can probably like sharpen some of these lines up.
Yeah. I think it looks fantastic, and I think it's very it tries at least to be very faithful to the original vision. Like a lot of the monsters and stuff are very much like, okay, this feels just as gross as I remember it, and I also like that for like the first time in a Souls game, like people's mouths move when they talk.
Yeah, then I just stare at you.
Yeah.
People actually look like actual somewhat people instead of like some weird.
Oh, they're animated?
And people actually have faces instead of just have helmets on, so you can hide the fact that
Oh
their
my
mouths are
God.
moving.
Yeah, it's so good.
Which I guess was in Sekiro, but again, that's kind of separate from this. So like when you first talk to this guy, he has like this whole monologue he tells you when you first come to the Nexus. Now it like the camera like pans around and zooms in on his face, and it like feels a lot more like a cutscene. There's a lot of stuff that feels like very westernized in this. I honestly don't mind, just because like Demon Souls was such a janky, fucked up game.
Yeah.
And it's cool to just see it in a new way. Like I remember the old way; it's not going to go away. So, but let's actually
Let's go do some Souls and.
Can we go fight the Tower Knight?
I'm not at the Tower Knight yet.
Oh.
I haven't had enough time.
I thought he was like the first big boy.
He is the second boss, technically. He's the first big boy.
Slime Boy, the first boss.
The Slime Boy, yeah. Jerry, you remember. You know. You were born in Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Is there not like a torch? Oh, never mind.
One thing I do want to talk about is the menu, just real quick before we get into anything, just because it's very different. And it's,
Yeah.
Wow,
it's
it actually looks like an RPG.
It looks like a
Yeah.
menu.
it looks like a menu.
Yeah.
It
I
like
actually
gives you
really-
information.
I really
Yeah.
like it. There's like, you get your percentage at the top right, which is like what's going to tell you if you're encumbered and going to fat roll or whatever. There's sorry, Quinn. There's the menu and stuff. Like I like that we have these like really nice zoom ins on all the items
Like, check out these 3D models we made.
because I'm a fucking nerd. Your character's sheet, which I think looks a little bit better here. World tendency. They talked about how it's a little bit easier to understand. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say,
because it
yeah.
says it in game doesn't mean it's
it
easier
just
to
says,
understand.
yeah, this icon just says world and like just has
So, like,
names and
I
stuff. You're just like, sure, whatever the
If you
fuck that
look-
means.
If you
Yeah,
look
exactly,
To the
same.
left, the eye under Boletaria is slightly more faded than all the other ones. Obviously, I wouldn't expect any of you to notice that, but that means like
Slightly,
it is slowly transitioning from pure white tendency to pure black tendency, and then your character tendency as well.
Got it. Okay, okay.
Whatever this means.
Okay, I saw the difference from those, which is what you're talking about.
When you zoom in, it's one thing. I don't know that I can see a difference when you have all of them lined up together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very subtle, but I can. And to be fair, I'm seeing the original picture in front of me, so that
True.
helps.
I think something's probably lost in translation. maybe.
What I
Right.
do like is spells now have these little videos that show how they work, which is
Oh, good. You don't have to just guess.
fucking wild for a Souls game.
Yeah,
It's not
Um,
like hit this random number of buttons.
yeah. Just
It's
hit
usually
this
just
and
like,
hope
here's
it
the spell. I
yeah,
hope
it's
you
just
do what
like
it
fuck
does.
off. But this is so nice, and it tells you has been learned, currently attuned. So like, yes, this is what I'm currently running with. So it's a really good menu. I was not expecting that, but I really appreciate it.
Blue Point really put in the work. To just like y'all need to
To make a
y'all
menu.
yeah, y'all can't make these menus, so we're gonna do it for you.
I like Shadow of the Colossus has like virtually no UI or menus, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
also very true.
That's their last game, so I mean, it's not like we got to see any kind of examples of what they could do. But this is definitely very different than the original Demon Souls menu, but it's very good.
Hmm. So even as somebody who played a little bit of Demon Souls on PS3, and like now seeing it now decades or like years and years later, it's not even. I don't think it's been decades, but or maybe it has.
been over a
It
decade.
has been over one.
It's been 11 years, or no?
I even recognize this. I do recognize like these steps. I do remember what was like the major thing is like there's just better, obviously like graphic fidelity and like lighting because wasn't this area like bright ass yellow?
Kind of. There was like a sunlight effect that made it look kind of gross.
Yeah.
But like everything in Demon Souls looked kind of gross, so it was
Yep.
kind of endearing.
You mean everything in a Soulsborne game looks gross? What?
No.
Yeah,
just
but I
Demon
think
Souls.
it was less like it felt like the entire world was rotting. Like,
Yeah.
It played into it, you know.
It wasn't just like dead bodies on the ground. It felt like the essence of this place was just turning into something terrible,
Right.
and it felt very foreboding.
Mm-hmm.
Like the natural light and sort of the fog and the shadowiness is cool and a different take. I think it's definitely more of a natural thing, and I don't know that it evokes the same sort of dread of like walking into Demon Souls for the first time. You're like, why is
Yeah.
everything yellow? I don't get it.
I will say the tutorial area definitely evokes a lot of dread to me. Like I think the lighting and how it feels there feels very kind of suppressive. But I like that, like, you know, the brick and stuff is ruined, the grass is poking through. Like, it feels like this place is more ruined rather than rotting, which, like you said, is a different take. But I think it's cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of like little environmental stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I like-
like from software bread and butter, you know.
Yeah. I really like a lot of like the visual effects that are like going on, like
Yeah.
the kind of like the particles are like drifting off your character, and like when you took out that dude and like the souls kind of like went into you.
Getting
It's really
absorbed
nice.
into you, yeah.
One thing I did want to point out in the options setting, because I have it turned on, I don't know where it is, but you can turn off your helmet. like
Oh.
Mass Effect,
Hell yeah.
Oh, no helmets.
which is super weird. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but so I have my helmet hidden, but I have one on,
Got it.
and it's like that's just a very weird thing.
Yeah,
I don't
for,
think I hid
for
my
a soul
helmet. I
for a
think-
Souls
feel
game.
like you can
yeah.
create
Souls game.
characters that aren't ugly, so I guess you want to see their faces.
Yeah.
So I chose it because I made like a fucking character, so whatever.
You didn't make a bag of trash as most character creators in these games are.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't take my helmet off in Mass Effect though. So
Really?
yeah, I don't give a fuck what Shepard looks like. I use the default
Yeah,
Shepard.
I
Fuck
do-
that
I-
guy.
Yep.
Wow,
Fucking-
Jared.
I use default Shepard, but I like that guy.
He's all right.
Um,
He seems a little bit like a Nork at times, but it's fine.
yeah.
I mean, he
so-
was like an intergalactic like special ops cop.
Yeah.
Turns out he was right about this one, but like
yeah.
but he was, he did drugs in my playthrough a lot. so-
Word.
true. He was definitely into some shit in my playthrough. Though I
Like
think
I
I
said,
played like Navi shit and like did 3 runs as like a default run because I wanted to see every side because I'm an asshole.
Well, Nabishin plays 12 runs, and they're
Yeah,
all
he also-
exactly the same.
Yeah, he plays it 3 times, like 4 times a year, the exact same way every time.
Which
shout out to
is
Nabishin.
cool. Shout out to Nabishin, man. I love that guy.
Shut out.
I'm trying to get to the top here so we can get a little bit of perspective. I have a lot of souls because I remembered until you beat the first boss, you can't level up.
Right.
Is a common thing in Soul, like
So you're just
in
you're farming them souls, baby.
They really dropped it, honestly, after Demon Souls. Like there's definitely like tutorial area stuff that they've done before, but I remember in Dark Souls 2 and 3, which I appreciate, you just kind of, all right, you meet the lady, she'll level you up now.
You really have to wait too long.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Which is
Is that-
fine because
is-
everybody gets it now. Like
is
let
that
me
the
just-
Tower Knight? Have we found him?
No.
I think you'll know because he's literally a tower.
He's literally a tower.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. The name's not like a joke. That's what he's about.
He's a big guy, really tall
Being real
man.
big.
Alex, pull out your gun and shoot this guy. Stagger him.
Oh yeah, let me get my
Oh, yeah.
gun out.
I mean, he's like fucking floating in the sky now, so you better to fucking do something. Jesus.
So a great thing about From level design and stuff is just like, that's where I
Yeah.
started. We can
Mhm.
see where we're at.
It's
Normally-
visual progression.
Yeah, normally you go through like this tower wall. Basically, you kind of fight your way up. But I unlocked a shortcut. That's the way we took with the fire sword guys.
Got it.
So
As Todd Howard would say, you see that mountain over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go
find
to it. You can. Yeah.
Mhm.
Todd Howard, no mountain fucker.
Yeah.
So is the snow on the mountain Todd Howard's ejaculate?
Stop.
So stop. You took it too far.
No, that's just Skyrim.
Thank you, Jared, for indulging me.
Is Skyrim
Anyways.
coming to PS5? Is that happening? Have
Probably.
we confirmed?
Well,
I mean, I
soon
could
enough.
download it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is already backwards compatible with PS5, so that's
I have it on
via
PlayStation.
PS4, right?
Yeah, I
So-
could.
In case you want to play that for the 3,000th time.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you can mod it and get the unlocked frame rate mod, and then just play the 60 FPS.
Can you do that on
There
your
you go.
PS5?
If it's a PS4 backwards compatible game, yeah, because it's just the PS4 game.
Mm.
Interesting.
So you meet this guy down here, Asterius or whatever. I don't know. It's not actually Asterius. Asterius is the name of a boss. in
There's like
fucking
a
Hades.
ghost man too.
Asterius is a bull. He's the bull of Minos.
I think about Asterius a lot,
Oh,
Jared.
what was, what was up
He's
with
the
that?
hot
What was up with that
character in,
ghost man?
Hades.
So the ghosts that you see kind of passing through are other players.
Okay.
Desynchronized from you. So and then also you see bloodstains, which are marks of death from other players. So I see you get to watch this guy.
Shows you how
Yeah,
your,
it just
your
shows-
local
Shows to get
friends
murked.
have gotten murked. Yeah.
But it's a good like if you see a lot of bloodstains in a spot, it's like okay, there's
Something
terrible
danger
here.
Yeah, something bad's about to go down.
or it can give you kind of inadvertent
Those
or indirect
messages.
advice on how to approach a situation better. So it's cool. I have not there are no soapstones, I think, at any point up at like currently where I'm at. So there's no summoning or being summoned or invaded or anything like that
Right.
yet. So.
Got it.
I forgot you can get invaded in this game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it only happens when you're in like a certain state. and for the most part, you're not in that state. In
Okay.
Demon Souls, especially. So if you look up, you can see my health is like 3/4. I'm actually wearing a ring, so that way it like normally I'm at half health. So I'm wearing a ring that lets me be at 3/4 health. I'm in soul form,
Got
which
it.
I don't.
Is that why? Is that why? Is that why?
Which is a made-up word.
That's
Yeah.
why you're all like white and misty.
Yeah, that's why I'm all misty. Which means I can't be invaded, but I also can't summon allies. And I have to kill a boss in order to regain my human form. There's an item later that lets you get it back, but
There's so much going on here.
again, like I'm not at that part of the game yet. I haven't been introduced to that mechanic, so everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to. You're gonna spend the first part of this game dead because you die ideally at the tutorial and have to earn your life back, and that's like the first loop.
Yeah. That's kind of what you're doing. Right, that's kind of what you're doing right now.
Intentionally
More
and
or less.
quickly, yeah.
Got it.
And what's cool, like just everything about the beginning of the game is completely faithful. The classes are all the same. Temple Knight is the class I picked. And anyone
Is the mage still broken?
I assume so. I have a little magic juice in me. I just gotta find the right wands. And
If they haven't changed how you use magic, then they have to be, because that's
Yeah.
the reason they're broken.
Yeah.
Because there's like no restriction on how much of the magic you can use.
like I fell.
I kinda
off
got
the
Yeah, I was
wall.
gonna say, look like, but look, you fell off, but it looked like you like smashed him through the wall, like through like that stairway.
Yeah, he's gonna come back up.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
Yeah,
so
so-
why'd you do
Well,
that to
fall
me?
damage? You think
Oh,
you think I
you-
can talk about fall damage?
Yeah, just saying.
So your character takes fall damage, but enemies don't.
They
No,
can.
I mean,
they do.
They do.
yeah, I was gonna say this.
He is just way stronger than you.
Yeah, I was gonna say his eyes are glowing blue, so clearly he's like a bad dude.
I just
You know what
parried that
mean?
motherfucker.
You
Just,
did.
Got him.
so everybody knows.
Never
No one
mind.
was
He's a
preparing.
he's a little
Thank
bitch
you.
because you parried him.
You're welcome.
Also, I see you have the halberd. It's a smart move.
Yeah,
It's wisdom.
Temple Knight starts with a halberd, which I forgot, and it's definitely like been a learning curve. But that means like I'm basically running two-handed the whole time, which I am a-okay with because I'm trying to be a big girl. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Get those big muscles.
I think I do sword and shield normally, like one hand sword and shield. But I don't know. Sometimes you gotta get your muscles on.
I'm definitely going for a greatsword build because I started doing that when I was playing with Justin in Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3, and I was like, this is nice. Maybe
Say
Scott
that.
Guthier has had a fucking point this whole time.
Yeah, doesn't he just like do butt naked club?
Yeah, like
it's pretty
straight
good.
up Scott Guthier, who and it's super nostalgic for me because back in 2008, 2009, Scott was like one of those kinds of people that would hear about, and this was before the podcast existed. He's one of those kinds of people that heard about this game before it came to the US, and his brother imported it. And I played it for the first time on PS3 at his house because I didn't have a PS3.
Because
and that was-
PS3s were like $700.
Yeah, bazillion dollars.
Yeah,
Um,
a gazillion dollars.
and that was like my first experience with a Souls game. It was just Scott silently sitting on the couch watching me die over and over again, and then like giving me slight advice every time I died. But just laughing because
just a masochistic.
but
watching
like
you
you know,
die.
I had to learn what kind of game this is. Right, this is
Sure.
a Patient Man's game. You know, it's a
Also-
very
I remember importing this game as
look
well.
at this. Also,
Yeah.
In fact, I imported like
I was
4
gonna say.
copies of this game for like multiple people.
Wow, that's
oh,
too
shout out
much.
to Alex Van Aken jumping in
Yeah.
the chat. He said
Hello,
he was-
hello, Alex Van Aken in the chat.
Howdy,
I was about
Alex.
to say that. I didn't want to cut you
Yes.
off in your
Sorry,
conversation.
sorry,
but-
Mike.
But I was gonna say, like, honestly, like, as somebody who's like respects the Souls games from a distance, looking at the visuals of this game is like enough to be like, all right, I kind of want to just get into
Yeah.
this to freaking see this,
Honestly,
see this
there's-
game visually.
There's no better starting point.
Yeah, honestly,
also
it's
fair.
super true.
There's
Like
like,
this-
there's a bunch of baggage, but it's like only for like the 3% of people who played it originally. So like,
yeah.
you just embrace this.
Oh, those,
Yeah,
those,
I just
those looks like some
wanna
Final Fantasy
say this-
dragons now.
this game, like everything I've heard about this game, sounds so fun, but I can't play it. So
It's just incredibly ridiculous. This game is ridiculous.
It just it just
Oh, you get the
requires-
the fire tower shield and like run up on these dragons.
Yeah, let's just do it. It just requires patience, It really
Yeah.
is like waiting for the right moment and understanding when that happens and learn and dying just like in like a platforming level or something like Celeste, right? Like learning exactly what you need to do, exactly what point. Like every tough fight in Demon Souls and any Souls game kind of comes down to that. But this one is just because it's like, there's not even a jump attack, right? Like which if you press forward and hit the strong attack button, there's kind of like a kick, right? But it's like a way faster. Like this breaks shields like instantly, and it's so much faster than the kick. These mechanics that they kind of refined and made better over the course of the Souls games.
Right.
Like this is very much still the raw first game, and it's also kind of the simplest one in that too. I'm not gonna fuck with any of that. Also, I just wanted to show you some dragons.
Dang it.
Okay.
There are strats for like getting up under those dragons.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, guys. This is my first character, and I got 4,000 souls right now, and I
Yeah,
can't
okay.
level up.
Losing them
Fair-
right
fair
under
enough.
their face is like a really bad
Yeah.
choice.
I get it.
If you
Fine.
saw all those blood stains around there, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
That's a lot of bros.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
They're
I'm
just-
not worried about it.
Yeah, it's like a huge barricade of just dudes on this thing. That seems like a bad time.
I'm gonna leave actually.
Yeah, there's right, okay, I see what's about to
Tell me it's
I
okay.
see what's about to happen.
Oh,
There's
ow.
a dragon there.
Okay, never mind, he pieced out. He was like, alright, never mind.
Well, I think you have to like get up there
Yeah.
further to like get him to
Okay.
stay.
That's a lot of bros.
So they're just gonna chill and kung fu movie you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It feels like they made the time where he comes a little bit longer, so that way you can get across the bridge easier. I'm sure they didn't change anything necessarily, but
But this game looks pretty neat.
that's some good looking fire right there.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, alright.
It's just the lava of his breath. Is
Yeah.
super cool.
Looking real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's an interesting game to play in 2020. I'll say that. at the
Yeah.
least. But I think it's cool. I'm excited for a lot of people to check this one out for the first time.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see like the who's picking up a PS5 and who has not like played this,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
who wants to get into it like now after like obviously we've had like an entire generation basically now of Souls games between this game and and now this remake.
That guy was dumb.
But apparently Alex Van Aken is saying it'll be his first big one.
That's exciting. I like Jarek said. I think this is a really good jumping in point.
Yeah.
Does this like Jared? Do you feel a want to play this at all? Do you feel a pull to this Demon Souls remake?
Yeah, I would definitely play it. I haven't had cause or reason or honestly the ability to play it since the PS3. Like I have a PS3, but I don't think I've plugged that thing in a very long time.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Demon Souls on PS3 isn't online anymore.
Right. So like really part of like an essential part of that game is sort of just locked off to you. Almost literally, like it's not like you have to play it solo now, but like there's a boss fight in that game that involves being online that you just don't get to have, I guess now. All right, it's like different. I don't really know how different it is.
It's an AI.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just an NPC.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a very easy version of that fight. I know because
Yeah, no shit.
I played that fight offline. Because when I got to that fight was fucking broken. Do you remember how they would just wait outside behind the door and just
Right
bang?
behind the door, and you're just like running,
Right,
like,
when you're
oh,
like-
what's this about?
Happened to me
Stealth
fucking
killed. Oh, cool.
10 times from like thief builds, and I was like, I'm not I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't like this game anymore. I quit.
But yeah, I like that secret that I went out over and like broke through those boxes or whatever. Like I remember that, you know, it was
Right.
one of those things of like I think there's a path up here, and like oh yeah, you know, there are touches like these enemies, like the sword effect that they have, like they had very shitty looking fires on their swords before, so it wasn't really a big effect, but they really kind of light up the room in a cool way now.
Mm-hmm.
I just really love it. I'm just so excited to play more and see the other archstones and all the other areas. And luckily, that I think that oh, this boy, the first one of
Big
these
shield.
guys. This is one of the slime boys.
Does he have a gun?
He looks kind of like
He
looks kind of like a
he's a
shield.
slime.
From here. Oh, it's because okay, that's okay. I could not
What
see
the
it.
fuck is
I
that?
could not see like the goop in the darkness of that.
Yeah, it's hard to see, especially I'm sure online.
Yeah.
Gross. That's gross.
It's
Yeah,
just
they're gross.
Yeah, shield gack.
Shield gack. I think I'm almost at a good stopping point.
This one's definitely a Pokemon,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, shield
Yeah.
gack.
Oh, it is, and it's like the shitty version of Gek, like Gex.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's Muck holding up a shield with
Yeah,
a spear.
that's that's bad.
The Noble Muck.
Luckily,
That's
fall
the-
damage is not nearly as bad as it is in
That's
Dark
good.
Souls and Demon Souls.
Hey, Mike, that's the Galarian version of Muck, actually.
Yeah, that's actually you're totally right.
Oh, the
There's-
Rainbow Muck?
Yeah.
No, the rainbow muck is from the generation before.
It's the
We're
yellow.
Sun and Moon.
Yeah, we're talking
Lone Muck.
we're talking about the shieldy boys here. They're the Galarian forms of muck.
Got it. Yeah, because it's sword and shield. So
Yeah,
of course they have
exactly.
shields.
Exactly.
And a shield.
So are you like close to a boss? Can we at least like see a boss or?
Yeah, I actually just got to the first boss. That what I was doing, that big lever I pulled, I was opening a gate
Okay, cool,
that opens the way to the first boss.
excellent.
Nice.
So I would at least like to see. I'm sure some,
Yeah, I remember the
folks
cutscene for
definitely-
this boss. It was pretty gross. So let's do this.
Let's do it.
One touch that I like, it was introduced, I think, in Dark Souls 2. That essentially, you know, you can see I'm going through my quick select menu. Also, the haptics, I didn't notice that before. There's like a little vibration with that. It's nice.
Cool.
And it's like toward the bottom of the D-pad that you're hitting to do it. So it's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can hit down and hold it to go right back to the top of your inventory.
Oh, nice.
Which is a future like update that I very much appreciate. So that cutscene where we saw like a spear,
Yeah, the spear
shoot
come
out,
through. Yeah,
that's Mr. Slime Boy.
let's go fight it bigger.
Oh, and you're
with-
back at like the starting area.
Yeah, so I came
Yeah, you
down,
came
I
back
went
around.
around the other tower and came down to open that shortcut when I started at that shortcut. So
Man, it's like this is the cool shit.
it's cool, man. It's
Like
really
level
cool.
design.
That level design is top notch. The phalanx. This is the first boss,
Oh,
you guys.
okay. It's like a big. It's like a.
It's a big
It's
slime.
literally a phalanx.
It's literally a big pile
Yeah.
of them.
Fuck this, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, well, seriously, f this.
They're,
right?
yeah.
I completely agree.
This sucks.
It's just
We're gonna light it up though.
it's sick.
Yeah, you gotta get the hacks
It's
with
lit.
the
It's
spire
lit.
right here.
It's lit.
Literally.
It's literally lit.
It's lit.
Heyo.
Yeah, that's right. Melt those weird.
So like, there's actually a big creature on the inside that it's protecting itself with all the shield creatures.
Ah. Okay.
So it like
yeah,
sucks
cool.
them up, and you can see it's now moving faster because it's lighter.
Yeah, it's like running away.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's a cool fight. It's
There's also kind of like a pace you have to fight it at, because if you knock them all off like too
Yeah.
quickly, then you're just surrounded by them.
yeah,
Like
Oh,
all those
yes.
dudes following him right now.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Shit.
so like, it's good to just go back and do a little sweeping before
Yeah, a
you can
little
deal with the
cleanup.
boss.
clear out those ads. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It teaches you a lot of lessons about Demon Souls. A lot of the Demon Souls fights, honestly, now I'm thinking about it, have ads. Like there's some one-on-one fights, but a lot of them do have like other things you have to worry about, especially the Tower Knight fight. So that this is the fight before then, it makes a lot of sense. Just gotta watch your resources and
Light it on fire.
chip away. Luckily, I got this nice big sweeping attack.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy also regens his health too, is what I've noticed.
Yeah, I think he does it by being shielded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Like, when
there you
he
go.
can't-
Yeah,
He can't do
yeah.
it when the
It looks
silencers
like when
are
he
off.
when he gets like more of these things for him to back up. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
it's like getting its health back.
But I've killed enough of them. We can.
Yeah, now it's like a weird goopy tendril thing.
I would heal up, Alex. You're
Oh yeah. I don't remember what this guy actually does. Maybe nothing.
I don't think he does anything. I think he's helpless without his bros.
he's like, yo, I'm just a piece of shit.
Yeah,
actually.
it's literally.
He really is the power of friendship.
He's
There you
dead.
go.
Thank God. Trophy.
Excellent.
Oh, you guys can't see that.
Demon,
maybe.
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see the trophy pop up. For that. I saw that though. Demon
Body restored.
vanquished.
So it says you regain your body. You gain
Oh
more
yeah,
souls.
you're not glowing anymore. Okay, cool.
I'm human again. So now it's cool. There's a new archstone, right? I appreciate they add, instead of like touching the archstone, you immediately go back to the Nexus. They added this little menu.
You can
Fire menu.
say no.
Yeah, you can be
Fast
like,
travel.
oh, actually, I want to just go back to the beginning of the level. But you can also go to the Nexus. It's very Dark Souls like, but it also fits. And now I get a nice cutscene because we beat the first boss.
Excellent.
You see how they kind of changed the cutscenes. Before this was just like the lady walked up and talked to you.
Yeah, now there's like camera angles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, look at this, look at that shit. She points at.
Yeah, she wants me to go to the top again. I like how just absurdly high up the Nexus goes for absolutely no good reason.
Yeah, it's a lot of stairs.
Yeah, can you walk autumn steps, please?
At the
Yeah.
top of it, you know what it is? It's a fucking leaderboard.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not
What the
even
fuck?
kidding. It's like the fastest completions, the highest PvP kills and shit. Like that's all. That's at the top.
It's like, yo, nerd, climb all these steps and check your score.
there's a character up there that I have to go talk to, but I'll do that later. This is Demon Souls. So basically, what I did was kind of the end of the first part of the game. When you start, there's a whole tutorial area that I can't go back to now. It's over.
Mhm.
And it dies and kind of teaches you what death is. You come here. We finished the first part of the first area, but after you beat that boss, these other 4 archstones awaken, and each of them have their own kind of series of areas and their own archstones, and et cetera,
And
et
it's
cetera.
basically Mega Man.
Yeah. You have to complete each line in order to unlock the kind of final area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
get
you
the
battle
Batman
Dr.
ability and then-
Wily,
After you beat the other bosses.
Yeah,
so
at the
that's
end.
so actually it's DLC for the broken one, right? That's when you battle Dr. Wily?
No, Dr. Wily's at the end.
Okay.
He's
At
in the
the
whole
end.
little mega. He's in the floating thing and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that's
the
tight.
He
Dr.
roller skates on like a dog or something. I don't know.
Dr. Wiley,
That's how it's Mega Man, right?
Yeah.
Elder Robotus Wiley of robotic whatever.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of it. I was trying to name him like a Dark Souls boss.
Well,
whatever.
thanks for showing us Elden Ring, Alex.
Yeah, Elden Ring's great.
Wow. But this whole time,
That game's not real. No,
It's not.
just
Elden
everyone, I
Ring-
want everyone
Elden Ring was a
watching this.
PS3 game all along.
This
What?
right, these are all tutorial messages, right? But this one right here is
Sick.
my message. I want you to go find it. It says, "The true Demon Soul starts here."
Wow. What a cornball.
Beautiful. Thanks again for this is Demon Souls.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
I'm glad I didn't die. Bye.
Okay. Now
Blow out of the
again
can.
for people, there's some people who joined us like midstream. We're doing this in a fashion so that we can cut. I'm gonna chop these up into separate videos to put up on our YouTube channel. So here's where the magic happens for people who again joined. That was a stream all along inside of a stream.
Holy shit!
Look at it.
I just
Got it.
got streamception.
Streamed inside of a stream.
How did it look for Quinn, Jerry? You guys? How did it look?
It seemed alright. Yeah.
It was very
Excellent. So
Yeah,
basically,
the
Alex Alex was sharing my screen, sharing his screen to my PS5, and then I was sharing it all to you.